Hey guys, how's it doing? How's it going, guys? So this video is gonna be something kind of different. I'm just recording my own voice for a little bit. I don't have any form of script or anything. I'm just gonna record some of my thoughts. I'm gonna try to cut this audio as little as possible, and I'm just gonna kind of, you know, let my thoughts and reflections roll down. I saw Mustard Chuck did a video kind of like this about a month ago. Maybe I should do one too. So, yeah. Sorry that I haven't been posting a lot lately. A lot of stuff's been going on. I've been working on a lot of stuff, and a lot of those projects don't seem to be anywhere near completion like I'd like them to be. So it still might be a while. I'd like to be able to just throw out some animations rather than do a bunch of streaming and gameplay and stuff for a while, you know? Just to kind of let my channel, look more like an animation channel because that's what I like to imagine it is because that's what I started doing and that's what I'd like it to be. I don't really care for the labels, that's why I stopped being Ripplewave Animation, but I'd still like to be an animator. I've never had any sort of artistic talent, as you can see here. Like, look at, nothing is even happening in this picture. It's just, what is the sun? The sun is, in this perspective makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But the point is, I just kind of wanted to be able to do something like animation because it's creating things out of my mind, and my mind sometimes is a very interesting thing, I think. So I'd like to kind of share some of my thoughts in a way that I could, because I've always liked to be a creator of sorts, music, writing, but anything I've always done, I've never really found to be spectacular. Anything I always do, it's kind of more like a mediocre, it was an attempt kind of thing, rather than as great as I'd like it to be. I've been trying to learn some instruments, and I'm pretty tone deaf, so I can't play them very well. My hands aren't very well coordinated, surprisingly, because I play so many games you'd think they'd be a little more coordinated, but nope, I can't play the piano very well. Music sheets are... I haven't done music in a while, so music sheets are a little hard for me to read. So I'm not exactly in a place to be playing music, much less trying to make music, which I'd like to do someday. Well, but animation-wise, I missed out on the opportunity to take animation classes, which I'm not sure how I feel about, because when I sit down and think about it, I think real animation scares me. Actually doing animation frightens me with how terrifying it is, because one, it looks intense, it's time consuming and tedious, and that's coming from me, the guy who's done animation stuff for a while now. But it's another level, and I don't know if I'm ready for that level. I don't know if I ever want to get to that level, to be honest, because it looks like I would lose all the pleasure of actually creating things at that point, but I don't know. I know my friend Skylar Fox decided to take that class, and I think that's pretty cool. But I don't know. Skylar's a huge inspiration to me, if you didn't know that for some reason. But I don't ever know where I am with my inspirations. They're like these people that I really look up to, and they're really great people, and I can kind of model myself after them a little bit, but who am I to them? Am I just like some kid who's just kind of admiring them? Am I just a nuisance to them? Or am I like someone who doesn't really even exist in their world? It's hard to know sometimes. It just kind of feels like I'm not actually a part of anything that I've actually created. But, my whole channel kind of just feels like it's not really mine. It kind of feels like I just built it by leeching off of other people sometimes. Like, the way I started my community was off of Mustard Chucks, and the way I've grown it is by using his viewers and viewers of other people and trying to reach out to small creators, and then they end up finding my channel. So I don't know. I have about 7 subscribers that I know of that I didn't force to subscribe to me off the accounts of I use someone else's audience or because they know me in real life and decided to subscribe to me because of that. So, like, do I really even have an actual audience? I mean, my channel is based off of what I do and who I am, but does anyone actually care about who I am or what I do? It's just, I kind of just do randomness and nothingness, and is that something that people watch? I really don't know. I didn't want to commit to making this lighthearted or comedic because it's not supposed to be. It's just my thoughts. You know, maybe I could try to make some comic relief here. Just animate like a poorly drawn bird flying across the sky or something. How about that? But I don't know. I don't know where this channel's going, and I know where I'd like it to go, but I feel like that's where everyone wants to go, and when everyone's going there, is there any room left for me? Am I anything that stands out to anyone, really? Am I just another person attempting a dream that's gonna stay just a dream? But, you know, I've had a lot of thoughts about quitting YouTube if people haven't realized, but I don't know. I really don't. If I had to say, I really don't think I'm in any place that I'd like to quit YouTube. I think I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I'd like to try. I have a nice thing kind of going with my community, and I'd like to just keep going. So, regardless of these thoughts and this doubt, I'm not sure if I'm going to quit YouTube or not. I'll just lean it on the side that I'm probably not going anywhere anytime soon. And I feel like if I did, I'd probably just leave quietly. I don't know. I feel like you guys would deserve me to say goodbye, but I feel like that would just hurt everyone a little bit more if I left with some kind of big goodbye. I think it'd probably be, better if I just kind of quietly faded out, and then no one's world would really change. It would just kind of slowly gradient back into something else. I don't really think I've ever affected anyone's world to a substantial point, so I don't know how much impact leaving would really do to anyone, but I don't know how well the mic's picking up things, and I'm sorry if you hear a bunch of stuff that's not supposed to be in the recording. I have no idea what the plan for this was, and I'm gonna just kind of animate randomness over this. I thought this would be easier to animate over than an actual video, because I'm nowhere near done with any of those videos, and it's mostly because of procrastination. I get really caught up in watching other people's streams and the content, and I just can't focus on my own work. I don't really get anything done. School just started recently, and it's gonna be rough. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do stuff for YouTube and focus on school, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure where to go else with this. So it's almost been 10 minutes of recording. I don't think I'm gonna really cut much out, but yeah. And I'm sorry I kind of just left this on a lot of hanging pieces, but if you guys would like to ask some questions about anything I've said, then feel free. But yeah, regardless of what happens, regardless if I decide to quit YouTube or continue YouTube, or if I decide that I'm gonna do something else, if I disappear, if anything happens in general, regardless of all that, I love you guys very much. You guys are a wonderful community, and you're all wonderful friends, and I'm glad that I could ever have this even for a little bit if I ever decide to leave it. So yeah, 100 subscribers is just around the corner. And before that became that, I feel like that would become, when this channel becomes a little more real and I just decided that I wanted to mentally prepare myself for something like that, because it's been like 8 months and we're already here at like 100 subscribers, and I think that's crazy. And I can't thank my inspirations, Skylar Fox, Mustard Chuck, Quantum Insanity, Nerdquist, Mila Mirage, Yaik been here, and Ellie Jones, who I haven't seen in a long time. She seems to have disappeared. Where is Ellie? I miss her. I can't thank you all enough for letting me expand my community and be a part of yours, and just generally help this little pipe dream of mine kind of grow. So, yeah. I don't usually do my intro or outro for something like an animation, but keep it trippin', my drops. I love you guys all very much, and I'll see you whenever I can get a video up. Bye bye.